Next question, the member for Scarborough Southwest.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Speaker, the 2022 Daily Bread Food Bank report paints an alarming picture for the city, but especially for Scarborough. We have seen a 29% increase in food bank visits in Scarborough. That's over 554,000 visits in 2021. 28% of adults reported missing a day's meal because they did not have enough money for food. I'm not sure what you're laughing. 49% were skipping meals to make up for the cost of housing or transportation. Speaker, this is one of the richest countries or richest provinces. I'm talking about over 554,000 people who went to the food bank last year.
Order. Stop the clock. Stop the clock. Government House Leader will come to order.
Maybe we shouldn't allow that.
Is there still some time? Was there still some time? Okay. Start the clock. Minister of Finance can reply.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and through you to the member opposite for that question. You know, Mr. Speaker, I'm sure the member opposite was here in the House on Monday when we tabled the fall economic statement, which is helping many people who are struggling. Many people are feeling the pinch at the grocery store. Many people are feeling the pinch at the pumps, feeling the pinch with rent and with mortgage rates going up on housing, Mr. Speaker, and that's why we moved early to provide relief, increasing minimum wage, lowering the income tax rebate for increasing it so that people making a lower income could take more money in their pockets. It's why we gave the license plate stickers back. It's why the Minister of Housing is getting houses built so there can be affordable housing in Ontario. It's why, Mr. Speaker, we doubled the guaranteed annual income supplement for over 200,000 low-income seniors in this province, Mr. Speaker. And it's why we increased the earning exemptions for people on Ontario disability from $200 to $1,000, many of whom said that is a game changer for people on disability.
A supplementary question.
Speaker, if the minister thinks that the license plate stickers rebate helps those people in those food banks lineups, he needs to come to Scarborough, and I will take him to those. I will take him to the Bluffs Food Bank. I will take him to the Feed Scarborough Food Bank and show him what's happening there, because those people, those rebates, that does not support the people. And yes, that lineup has seniors. It has children. It has people who are on ODSP. You know, ODSP recipients are amongst the top demographic being forced to rely on food bank, Speaker, because we have legislated poverty. And governments, not just this government, I know it's the previous government as well. Government after government has legislated poverty policies, from children to seniors to BIPOC communities and communities in my riding of Scarborough Southwest. People are relying on food banks. Poverty costs. And the minister knows that. It costs our healthcare system, it costs our labour force, and it's costing our province. The report also highlighted, Speaker, that their guaranteed income security and elimination of systemic poverty is a solution. So my question is simple. Will the government, and I know the fiscal update does not address it does not address the crisis that we're facing in our province. It does not address the crisis that we're facing with the wage suppression.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Members placed or questioned. Minister of Finance can respond.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. So let's go back in time a little bit. In 2011, and many will remember, in 2011, what happened? The NDP supported the Liberal government for 3 years. Now, when they had the opportunity for those 3 years, if they really believed that they needed to support people on disability, let me ask you this, Mr. Speaker. Let me ask all of Ontario this question. Did they index ODSP payments to inflation? No, they did not. When they had an opportunity to do that. So, Mr. Speaker, this is a government that is acting. That is why we increased the ODSP payments by 5%. It's why, for the first time since the program was set up over 20 years, that it's getting indexed to inflation, Mr. Speaker, and that's why we increased the earning exemption for the hardworking people of Ontario.